Yo, welcome to Urban Absurdity. I'm your host, OG Ron.
And I'm Bianca.
And we're not playing the game today.
As you can see, there was no beat drop.
I was about to say it sounded a little dry this morning.
There was no dun, dun, dun. It was just, hey.
That didn't sound like the beat.
It starts off with the Play it.
Doom, doom.
No.
Doom, doom. Yeah, dude. They
Do
got
it.
that bass drop.
Then we must be playing different parts of the. Play the song.
I don't have it hooked up because Cortez is not here.
I want to hear it now.
So I didn't think we was going to. Well, we're not. We can't play. We just sitting there throwing questions out, throwing answers out.
I want to hear it right now.
Like the memes, nobody. Vaseline. Like, it don't work like that.
Well, I guess you could say. Well, you can do a timing. You can time it. Like if you say.
Time it?
Yeah, you say you got 10 seconds to answer the question. And then if you don't get it, you out. You know what I mean? That would be pretty cool. I like doing stuff like that. I play categories like that.
I didn't even play with my sister like that when we was growing up. We had to wait on our youngest sister to come along.
See, that's what
and
happens.
Then we had fun.
That's what happens when you only have two in the house.
Yeah. It was only two of us for a while.
But that's what I'm saying. You waiting for the other one. Me and my brother was just like, hey, we got to do. It's two of us.
We had fun when the third one came along. Then we had somebody to bully. We couldn't bully each other, so we had to wait on the baby. So I pushed her around.
Shit, I got bullied. That boy didn't have to wait on shit.
That wasn't nice of her.
It made me who I am today. Listen, people always get tortured me like, it made me who I am today. If I didn't take that ass whooping as a kid.
Did you get in trouble a lot?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. I ain't never had a whooping.
You lived a good life. I got in trouble all the time.
No, I knew what to do. I should have been a lawyer. I was like, talk some shit out of this.
I was like, what did you do? I had a sister that telling me all the time because she was younger.
Well, listen, y'all hurt us.
No, we didn't.
Listen,
I didn't.
My brother, he got in trouble every Thursday. I was like, I'm gonna take this ass
every Thursday
because wrestling came on. I was like, I'm gonna take this ass whooping right now. But when Mama get on, it's on.
So what? He was fighting over the TV because
shit. When wrestling came on, he started to move. That boy be like, "Come here." I'm like, yeah, my mom, she worked like 2 jobs, so my auntie was close, but I'm like, shit, I can't tell her. She gonna whoop us both.
So he was just dropping random elbows on him.
Whatever the move came out that he liked. That's how I learned how to, but you know what? Seriously, that's how I learned how to, just all kind of stuff. I think females who are raised with older brothers, you just, even when it comes to men, I'm not saying that all of them, but a lot of them, you start to notice stuff. Yeah. Or you pick up things better than women who were not. I mean, it just is what it is. I don't care what nobody say. Like, when it comes,
I think that's true.
It is. Like, crowing contests. You could tell women who were raised with brothers, older brothers do not get upset as fast. Because you like, shit, we used to do this in the house. Yeah. Like, come on. Or when it comes to fighting, you like, shit, it is what it is. I was trained at 3.
Like, nigga, you gonna have to really bring it. I've been going through this shit for years.
You think that's something? Check my background. Like, and the more brothers you had, the more torture you had to take. So, some of them are even better. You'd be like, how you learn to do karate?
Hey, I used to be these females on my street when I grew up in Chicago. It was like a huge family. Yeah, I had, I'd say about 8 brothers. And it was 2 younger sisters. It may be one in the middle, but it was like the baby. You couldn't even look at her. And she was one of them ones that made you know that she had a family. She whooped your ass. That's why I didn't like her. Nobody really liked her. Because she would look at you, it was like, dude, you just knew to turn away. This motherfucker about to start some shit.
Looking like, who can I fuck with today?
And they could all fight. It was just one of the families, like, I think it's one in every neighborhood. They could all fight.
It is hell of them.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of them. Like, you just know not to fuck with these niggas.
And people can say you fuck all you want to, but I'd rather make friends than enemies. I'm like, hey, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Y'all straight.
Bringing their ass fresh fruit. I'm going to make sure I'm cool with them. Hey, y'all want me to walk y'all to school?
This fool said, where you come with this basket of bread? Just bake this.
Hey, man, I got something going on. I know I might need y'all help. You know what I mean? Shit.
Hey, get the rest of them down here. Let's have a meeting. Like, seriously, you just did. You knew to be like, be cool with. It's just, it is what it is. Most people who grew up with siblings and you used to fight, you used to wrestle, you used to do something, like, you don't get as touchy about certain things as people who, especially I'll say this being a female, being defensive. Mm-hmm. Like, I've heard men say certain stuff and a female's gotten mad, and all rights for her getting mad, but I'm just like, shit, get his ass back. Yeah. Like, I get upset when I don't see people get people back when they say something bad. I'm like, finish him. Yeah, like, what are you doing? And you get mad? I said, oh, here come the tears.
Me too. 'Cause me and my sister used to roast each other hardcore. So it was like, the shit that we used to say in the house, it was like outside, you had to really bring it to get me. Like we used to go, because we got different fathers. We used to really go, all the daddy jokes was fucking relentless. And then something crazy, it was like, all right, my father passed away when I was younger. So, all right, she gave me a little grace period. Then she came right on back. I'm going to give this nigga a year, and then we back at it.
Saying so the anniversary's over.
I swear to God, she waited a little while. Like that was the brother-sister love. Like, okay, I'm gonna let him heal.
This fool was outside your bedroom door, like, it's go time, nigga.
And that was weird when I think about it too. Is like I wanted things to go back to normal, so I would, I would pop one off about her pops, and she wouldn't go, and she wouldn't fire back, and she didn't understand it. Like it was like, damn, now everything's weird.
She said,
"Now, nigga, I'm gonna wait a little bit."
Kept looking at her watch like,
"Get your ass 12 months, and I'm fucking you up."
It's not time. I'll let you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it does. I don't care. It makes you stronger. I've said this plenty of times. My grandfather used to say, "Talk about yourself, so that way when other people talk about you, it's not bad." You've heard these things. Everyone has flaws or things that they feel like they're uncomfortable with. Mm-hmm. And I think, because we had this conversation on the last show talking about what makes us tough and how things are, but let's just be honest. Were we messed up as young kids, like thinking about things that we don't like about ourselves, stuff like that? Of course, everyone is. Everyone has something that they're like, I wish it was this. However, as you got older, you felt more comfortable with it because, I mean, you ragged on each other. And then you got to learn, too, like, it's not personal. Mm-hmm. Like, it's mean, but it's not personal. And although everyone can't take it, like, if I knew someone couldn't take it, I'm not just going up to people, like, having crowing contests and shit like that. I would if somebody said something about me, so that's fine. But I think when you just picking on people, that's totally different. But you knew you got to go to the top dog. Yeah. If you want that respect, you can't start from the bottom. You got to be like, hey, either I'm gonna take this L or I'm gonna win. Either way. Man,
that's what I be thinking that a lot. Like on social media, every once in a while, you know how somebody get a little slick every once in a while. Like, I'm like, dude, you just don't know. I will roast you for days, but I don't no more. It's like, I don't know. I gotten a little more busy. I ain't gonna say bored. I ain't gonna say I outgrew it. I didn't mature. Like any of that. I ain't mature at all. You know what I mean?
It was nothing maturity.
I'm just at work right now. You know what I mean? I work a lot, so
I'm still childish.
I used to have time to roast people for like 2 or 3 or 4 days just to get blocked or something like that. But yeah, I let a lot of people slide now.
That's how your sister did when she came to that room.
You had a year worth of jokes saved up.
This was saying, so just starting shit so she can start knocking shit over. Like,
so, it's that time.
We was cool yesterday. Not no more.
I gotta talk about morning people. I think we had this the last time we had a morning show. Well, not last week.
Oh.
About a year ago.
We did. I remember the show. Or are you talking about the one that we had the ladies on?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
I was feeling this same way. Like right now, I just feel weird. I don't know why. It was like I don't feel like me yet. I got an hour before I feel like me.
Hey.
Morning people are crazy.
How they do I was trying to dance there. I was trying to do the Harlem Shake. But
you're not moving hard enough.
But my shoulder didn't move. My shoulder got stiff. I probably had to put some icy hot on it.
You got to be really loose to do the Harlem Shake.
I know, because, I used to be able to shake like that. Their shoulders got stiff.
Yeah, they tighten up a little bit.
Who's saying? Get that Blue Star ointment. Put a little bit on your shoulders, loosen it up.
Blue Star ointment.
You don't remember? Oh, my grandfather used to love. That was.
I remember that
Blue Star
name.
That's when we
come up with the
when
bottle.
black people didn't fuck with Icy Hot like that. He was like, get that $2. That $2 was under the shelf.
Black people still don't fuck with Icy Hot like that. You know what? Icy Hot saved my life. Going off. You remember ECM?
Yeah. No, I clearly blocked that year out of my memory.
Dude, Icy Hot saved my life because I stayed away from those type of jobs that involve standing for a long time because I had back issues over the years. So start that job, standing up for 12 hours. And like after the second day, I was like I really want to cry. Like, God damn, got a cool little job. I can give me a little come up, but my back can't take it. Was aching.
Listen, try carrying breasts and doing it. It's fucking horrible. I said, if I would clown with these things every day, I'd quit right now.
Dude, I stuck through it. Somebody finally told me to go get the Icy Hot patches. And I started putting them on my back. And at first it was like, because I guess whatever the fuck's in them, like, evaporates in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Start buying them 6-packs.
Are y'all out? I used to use mine wasn't my back though. Mine was my feet. Like I literally had to get compression socks because I'm like, oh, I hate this. But then it was so fun after you start clowning. That's why I said I don't give a fuck whether I get in trouble. I'm clowning this bitch because I got to do something to keep me sane. And then, don't get me wrong, ECM was fun. It was fun because the people made it fun. Mm-hmm. And so everybody started getting fired and shit.
Yeah.
Including myself. Then I'm like, but I
came in one day, what happened to Beyhive?
Listen, Beyhive was gone. Luckily, that was Beyhive's second job. So Beyhive still survived. But I did. I
still made a way.
I did. I loved it. And it was exhausting having to, like, I would literally get off work, go home, change. Like in an hour, go to ECM, then go get off ECM. I had 2 hours at home, and then I would go. The only time I really slept is like on off days, and I know tons of people were doing that. Like go to work. Sometimes I would just leave ECM, go to work. My job had showers, like a whole, it's a medical building. Yeah. So I would have to take a shower, go clock in, like all kind of shit. And Misha, we had Misha on the show. Misha was doing that. I know tons of people who were like literally getting off 12 hours and going to another job.
A whole lot of people was really hustling there. Like I see it come up in this.
Like for real, was hustling, like working 2 jobs and working overtime. Like I didn't kill overtime like you did, like not at all. But I had another job, like literally getting 4 hours of sleep a day and then going to work. But that money was good. The money was good.
I tried to get 4 hours of sleep. The crazy thing about ECM, when I got off of there, I think we got off at when I first started the first shift, I would get here at about 8, home at about 8. Mm-hmm. I would have to be up at 12. Now, that's the ideal situation, 4 hours of sleep. But when you walk in the house at 7:45, it ain't no guarantee you're going to be asleep by 8. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the days, oh, man, I might have got 2 hours of sleep for like a long time when I worked those 2 jobs for, I'll say about a year.
Me and Misha used to poke you. Me and Misha used to be like, is that boy awake?
It was literally everybody just knew, like, okay, when this nigga come over, just look out for him, keep an eye for the leads because this nigga gonna go to sleep. It was like, man, I survived that shit.
We had so much fun though.
It was. That was a high school job. It was just like going to school again.
I loved the people. I hated sometimes. I used to hate it, but then when I used to see people, I'd be like, I'm clowning in this bitch today, dog. We clowning. And it used to be fun. Shout out to the people that worked at fuck ECM, but shout out to the people who used to work there.
Yeah, I see a lot of them every once in a while on Facebook. Like, hey, we should not get together.
This was it. We had fun while it lasted.
Look, man, let's just leave it in the past, okay?
I'm going to tell you what used to make us mess with you. Because I used to have your CD cover in the locker where you gave me them CDs. And I used to be like, we ain't fucked with Ron today. Bitch should be like, is he here? Let's see.
Is it that time?
Let's see. We used to really mob through that shit, knock people's shit over.
That's what made it so fun. It was like, dude, when you got a fucking adult all the time, you have no other choice but to adult. That's it. You're forced into it. Mm-hmm. That job brought out the fun. You like, when I come in, this motherfucker, I got no responsibilities. I'm about to play all night or day, whatever shift you work. Just talk shit. It was just, man, I needed that. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if the day shift clown like we clown. I doubt it. I mean, I'm sorry. I just doubt. I don't think
day shift sucks at every job.
Yeah, I don't think there was that much clowning going on as we had. We knew it was time to turn up. You might as well turn off the lights, bitch, because we about to party.
So we clock in. Let's get this shit cracking.
Because we about to party. Okay, I'm done with my back down memory lane. That was my shit.
Speaking of back down memory lane, I watched this last night. It was a clip from The Real. I know you know The Real.
I say don't say us. We can.
No.
Okay.
No, hell no.
Are we talking about that?
I'm going tomorrow, though.
Okay, good. I am too. Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow.
Carry on.
All right, the show The Real. I don't remember the ladies' names, but it's about 4 of them. I know Tia. I know Tamara, Tamara Mowry.
Yeah, I know all of them.
She comes up, she decided to drop an old memory about meeting Jay-Z before Beyonce, before her husband. Who knows who the hell he is?
Who did? Which one of them did?
Tamara.
Okay.
And she basically was just, it seemed innocent, but, all right, let me tell you what she said. She just basically said that it's something about him that kind of pulled her in to talk to him. You know what I mean? Just have a conversation. Not macking. So she asked her for some gum. They had a conversation, and she was like, his charm and just the way he was, she was like, she basically said he was cool. He was a cool person. And the Beyhive ran with that shit. Now, you know what? This is basically a story about the Beyhive. They are so defensive of anything Beyonce, with her husband and her. It's like, can a person tell a story? She didn't say she fucked him. She just say, I tried to hit it. But they kind of dragged her on social media behind that. It's like you cannot bring up any memories of Beyonce or Jay-Z or you will be pummeled by the Beyhive. It was basically nothing.
This is what I said last show when we had the conversation about looks and everything else. Mm-hmm. I seen Trina do an interview, and it was an old interview, but she basically said, when a lot of people are beefing, superstars are beefing, it's not because they have personal issues. It's because the fans cause an issue. Mm-hmm. She's like, I love my fans, but I would never let my fans have me get into it with somebody else over, she was like, because we don't think about it because, we just regular people. We don't have to deal with all that attention. Yeah. But some people do. Look at people who somebody come back to them and say, guess what I heard such and such said about you. So imagine if you got 1 million people coming to you and you like, these stories got to be right because there's a lot of people that saying this shit. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it's just people that are influencing the issue. Like for Beyonce, she probably don't even give a fuck. She probably I've heard this. I've heard females say that about Jay-Z. Not even that he flirted or anything, but just his aura, his charisma had them like, oh my God, he's cool. I've heard this shit about Lil Wayne. People like Lil Wayne ugly, but when I watch videos and
stuff. Talked to a nigga the other day.
I wish I could. I'd be like, Wayne, I don't like the other shit you said, but the album was hot. But when I watch videos and they talk about Lil Wayne, they're like, it's something about him. I mean, I know you don't believe that shit, but I don't give a fuck. I mean, he is a Libra, so it is something about us that people be like, draw you in. We're funny, we're fun, we're lovable.
Wait to have an expert on the show.
We have an expert on the show. Oh, shout out to Bobby J for doing that. See, he said that shit too on the show. But he doing them little sign clips.
I saw that.
Now.
So I made an Aries joke yesterday.
Now, pull that shit up. Yeah, my son's father's an Aries. I tuned in good for that one. But listen. But however, I've heard people say that about these people. And it's not necessarily that you're flirting with them. It's just that people who have charisma just draw you in. They're just like, it's just something about their vibe. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm cool with this person. I'm digging this person.
He probably hit it.
I don't think so. Like, seriously.
She said she was 23 years old. I'm not gonna like imply that, but
yeah, seriously, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. I think it's just the point of saying that these people are cool people. But like you said, the fans are the ones that cause the issues. Like, nigga, we get on social media so much that I think we start to worry about other people's issues instead of our own. We could have like a super duper fucked up life or fucked up situation, but we'll pay attention to what's going on in like Chloe's life and her relationship and shit. And your nigga out here cheating, or your chick out here cheating. Like, but you worried about these people talking about what she needs to do? Nah, motherfucker, what you need to do is log off and focus on what's going on in your house, because shit is right. It's everywhere.
Your life is fucked up. Get your ass.
Something is wrong. Like, that's stupid to me. I would never be like, she flirting with him. I wouldn't give a damn if they banged anyway. It's not my dude.
Exactly. That's the only thing that was weird. It wasn't a huge story, but it's like, damn, she just shared a little memory. And then the internet is so crazy. Like, all right, you say what you said. You brought up your little memory. You're talking to your girls. I mean, I know it's a show, but y'all had your little heart-to-heart. Then all of a sudden, you get beat up for it. Called all kind of hoes and shit. Oh, you was trying to get Beyonce, man. It's like, dude. I mean, I'm on the internet a lot. I read a lot, but I ain't defending nobody. I don't know y'all.
Get used to. I'm telling you. I just feel like when the bigger the podcast gets, the more we start to venture out.
Bitch better hurry up and blow.
Like the more we start to venture out and do other stuff too, along with the podcast. I mean, it's going to get attention. People are going to, and someone is always going to have something to say, whether it's true, whether it's not true. People are always going to have something to say. They're going to have something to say about you. They're going to have something to say about what you're doing in life, how you living, everything. So I think it's just one of those things where you literally do have to log off. Like and it's hard for us because the podcast, you have to be online to look up stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess you don't have to look up stuff that has stuff to pertain to you directly, because people going to say something. People are not always going to like how you look. People are not going to like how you shape, what you wear. Like, seriously, like what you got on. I've heard people say, look how she looking. And then I look at people's comments that are talking bad about people, and I click on their profile, and I'm like, really?
Hey.
The audacity.
I was about to say, people, I don't know, social media, all right, here it is with me. I'm on it a lot because I work a lot. And like my job, I ain't gonna say they let me. I just kind of, you know what I mean? I kind of do my work when I social media. I do my social media thing all day. It's the only thing that gets me through. Like before social media, I couldn't keep a fucking job. I swear to God, I just got bored because it felt like I was just caged in somewhere. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on outside. But now the weird part about the world is now you know. All you need is a phone. You know what your mom doing, your cousin doing, your auntie doing, you know what your homies doing. They ain't doing shit because they're on social media. Yep. You know what I mean?
It keeps you connected.
Yeah, it keeps you connected with people, and I use it for that. I also use it just to, I don't know, I like to just know things that are going on. It doesn't have to be important. It could be the dumbest shit in the world. I just need something to think about other than my day. When I'm at work, or when I'm at home, cool. Watch some TV, do some eating, do some drinking, something like that. It's like I can occupy myself a lot better. I don't have to be on social media. But when I'm at work, I'm gonna be on it. They have a no social media policy at work, but I break that mode. This is the only way I can survive.
Hold up. I mean, we ain't gonna tell, but we gonna tell, and we ain't gonna tell at the same time. You know what I mean? Like when you know somebody at work, that's why people call you when I saw you on. No, you didn't see me on here. You didn't see me on here. I told you.
Not me, nigga. Fake pages have been floating around.
Niggas trying to set me up. I told you what happened last week from 8 to 5. No. No, if somebody called me from 8 to 5, it better be a bill collector, a scam artist, or an ex who really don't know my schedule. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Other than that, because you know, trying to come back. Other than that, no. None of this communication. If you see me online, just go ahead and shoot me a message.
Yeah, instead of calling me.
Yeah, shoot me a message.
People call me, they be like, are you at work? I'm like, yes. Where you post? Like, dude, mind your business sometimes. Like, goddamn, I'm at work. I have a job.
Listen, and let me give y'all a little hint, okay? Let me give y'all a helpful tool of life. if you call somebody, right, and they say, you ask them, are you at work? And they say, yeah, I'm working. Don't start up a fucking conversation. Don't be like, oh. So let me tell you what happened. Or don't start like, oh. So listen, for real, what happened? No, none of this. When a person says, I'm at work, the next thing that should come out of your mouth should be a question like, can you talk?
Yeah.
So that person,
they never say that.
Yeah, so that person can be like, some people do, and I hold those people up here in my life to a very high standard of the ones. All you gotta do is say, well, can you talk? I'll be like, I can't actually. I'm about to get out of this shit right now so I can talk to you. Cause it's common. I don't call people and be like, are you? And I guess these are the people who don't work. Cause you got all day to do this shit. Just shoot me a message. You've been online all day. Shoot me a message. I can text back.
Yeah.
You know.
People are not courteous. They'll call me, and if it's important, then I'll, sneak outside, call back, like, hey, what's going on? But I just don't like being asked about at work when I've had this job for 4 years, the same schedule. Like, this is where I am. I'm posting on social media because I'm bored. And the reason I read a lot of posts is because, like, everybody knows if they watch my social media, I get my jokes from my newsfeed. It's just fun. Like, that's fun to me. When I'm supposed to be working, I'm looking at people's lives. I'm looking at the things that they say. And I'm making subliminals about them. All right.
Sad.
It's just fun because, man, all right. I got to bring this up.
Okay.
And this is a friend of mine. She listens to the show. Like I'm not talking about it behind her back. I'm talking about it to the people that listen to the show.
What's her name?
I can't.
You can.
I'll tell you later.
We can.
I'll tell you later.
No.
All right.
Let the people know.
This woman, and not just her, so many women. I don't. All right, for a person, not just a female, I don't want people to think I'm picking on them. But I make a lot of jokes about females, but it's just all in fun with me. Like, that's not, I don't deal with a woman like that.
Get to the juices and berries. I already know where this is going.
I have to. Every time I see her post, it's about, she asks a question like, do y'all know any males that has ever moved a female into their house? Males don't have homes. Males don't have jobs. I'm like, okay. I've never been in a relationship with a man who had any money. I've never been in a relationship with a man who had his own car. I'm like, dude, this is starting to sound kind of sad.
Someone cue the violins and get the cheese in the line.
It's just like, okay, at some point you should realize that the things you are posting are kind of fucking sad. It's like, all right, first of all, if you've never met a man, if you've never met a person that had a job or had his own thing going on, then why do you have 3 kids? That should not happen. If I had never met a woman in my life that had anything going for her, well, it's different with men. We're a little hornish.
I was about to say.
We're a little hornish.
I was about to say, come on.
I'm like, shit, I'll buy her outfit. She cute. Let me go ahead. Let me go hang out. Take this motherfucker out.
Say, rainbow. Gonna get you something nice.
Like, people know I make jokes. I mean, that's what I do. But it's like, there's no way that you could put every person in a box of only the type of people that you've met. Everybody in the world is not like that.
I think we've all made comments that we've had to go back and say, okay, well, not all, because not every comment that we make or post that we make is like some. Sometimes I've done it. We make posts saying men or dudes or chicks or bitches or hoes or god damn it, guys, stop doing that. Or and somebody will say, because if that's the case, there would be no comments saying, not everybody is like that. You know what I mean? So we've all done that. However, yes, I think there has to be some, type of accountability. Accountability is big.
Is it?
I'm enjoying this show today. I done had my coffee. I done put some of this trash ass Snickers creamer
Let
in
me get
there.
some more coffee.
I done. You better be. We're gonna get some liquor. I've had some like what else did I have? I think I had some Reese's creamer. Anyway, it's just great. But yes, accountability is big, and I don't think that we as humans, and all of us, I don't think we as humans do it enough. Even there's like no age for accountability. Things it's just depending on the person. Like sometimes when things continue to happen in our lives, we seem to blame everyone, and sometimes it is you meet bad people. Sometimes people are just not shit. Sometimes
I can agree with that.
You can have a good, and most people who have a really, really good heart and who are giving, whether they're a man or a woman, these are the people that are getting used the most. And other people can't understand it. Like, how are you that way? But they are that way. It's just that those people, because I'm one of those people, I'm a giver. I just literally learned to be like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like you want to help everybody, but then you have to think, I need to help myself. There are things I want to care for people and I want to be there for people. But self-care is first. And that'll keep you from letting people fuck you over. Because you have to use your head instead of just saying, like, you have to use your head instead of just saying, like, no, I love this person. Or no, I don't know. Like, it's women. I've seen that so many times. It just boggles my mind because I'm not trying to say don't love anybody or don't talk to anybody because of this reason. But I'm also saying you don't have to love everybody. You don't have to talk to everybody. People make you feel bad for your choices. And I'm quick to say, fuck those people. I don't care who you are in your opinion. My life is my life. My life is here. I don't care if you popular, you got a following and you feel like people should be doing this. Nigga, fuck you. Or chick, fuck you. Like, I don't care. This is my life. I know what's going on in my life.
We're going to talk about some of those things on this show.
Yeah, we can. I'm just like, if a person says, hey, I was doing really bad, and I worked hard to get to where I got. Mm-hmm. Like, I was coming from the bus to buying my own car, or I was living from pillow to post to buying my own house, or my kids were doing bad to now they're living great. Yeah. And I did that all on my own, and that took time. So, no, I'm not going to talk to a man or even a woman. Like, if a dude says, I've done all these things, I'm not just going to get with any type of woman because I really, really worked hard on myself. Yeah. I don't feel like people should make that person feel bad. Like, you can't be picky, or you should want to help people out.
I think we should make them feel bad. It's about to get juicy.
No. You should do whatever is best for your life. Now, if you are the type of person that says, hey, even though I've done all these things and I don't mind dating someone who's not on that level, or I don't mind that's good for you. Nothing is wrong with that either. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. There is no box for everybody's life, and people need to stop putting everybody in this box. Like, this is what you should do because this is the right thing. Yeah. And if you do this is the wrong thing. No, that's not how life goes. That's not how life goes. Everything is different for everybody. Mm-hmm. It just is what it is. That's like people who say, well, you should get married at 20, or you should get married young because that way you know who love. Not everybody is with that, and some people are. Yeah. It's just life is different for everybody, and you cannot tell someone. You cannot tell everybody to do the same thing because, again, some people with good hearts get fucked over. And then people look at them stupid like, you still with that person. Like, you knew that they were fucking you over before. Yeah. But that could have been the same person who was like, I was doing good, but I tried to give somebody a shot. Mm-hmm. And now I love them now, so it's hard for me to let them go. Well, you should know that. No. So if they came and said, well, no, you ain't on my level, so I ain't fucking with you. Mm-hmm. Well, now you just picky. Now you just being no. Do whatever is best for your life, and whatever somebody else has to say, like, you should do this, well, you let them know that's what you should do for your life. And if that is working for you, that's grand. I know people who didn't get together. They knew each other, but they didn't really get together until both of them were settled in their own lives. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they're like, I'm fucked up right now. And she was like, I'm fucked up too. So why I need to work? Let's work on ourselves. So when we get together, shit, we dope. Yeah. And they buying houses. They're doing real estate. They're doing all kind of fucking good shit because they're like, I'm not just worried about, like, we can build each other up now better than we could if we were just both fucking doing bad. Yeah. And then also, I want to know you can handle shit on your own.
Yeah, you got to see that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't wait for that test.
No.
They got to pass that test.
No, you want to help somebody. You.
Are you capable of knocking out some rent? Just let me know.
Yeah, like if I get hurt, can you foot all the bills?
Mm-hmm.
If I get hurt, because there could be a time when I'm like,
I'm about to say I'm 41. If I have a stroke, baby, can you could you keep us afloat until the government kicks in the check? Can you do that? That's all I'm saying.
Because you know that shit take. Because you know that this bill take about 2 years with the correct documents.
You know what I mean? You gotta have your paperwork straight, and then you know what I mean. The process of filing is at least 2 years.
They send the letter back if documents are missing. We start over with the process. Like, you know what I mean? You just, I want to make sure that you can do things on your own, and you should make sure that I can do things on my own. You know what I mean? And some people are different though. Even some dudes are like, I don't mind my woman not being able to do whatever. Mm-hmm. And some women are like, if my man is down or bad, I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna do this. And that's cool. Nothing is wrong with that either.
Yeah.
You are doing what works for you. The only thing that I'm saying is, in either situation, you cannot complain when you are getting the same results by doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only, switch it up. Do something different.
You have to.
Yeah.
If whatever you're doing is not working. All right, this is my thing with relationship.
You still fucked up?
This is my thing with the talk and things that go on like that. No one should deal with a person that they don't want to deal with for whatever reason, like financial status, looks, shape. You mentioned shape earlier, you know what I mean? I don't think that people should just say, okay, I want to be in a relationship so bad that I'm just going to deal with anybody. I just think that it's gotten to the mentality that I don't like seeing in men and women, because like we can't keep saying like it goes deeper than just two people. Like in the black community, our fucking family dynamic is all fucked up. But people like motherfuckers be like, dude, you got too much time to think. Just think about it every once in a while. Like, we are so hard on each other. When a lot of the things, like, we could, like, all we need is an understanding that things could work. Like, take a man and a woman that meet at a club or something like that. One's making $35,000 a year. One's making $55,000. You're not that far apart in as far as the money that you're taking home. You're not that far apart, but it's a world of a difference when we interact, though. It's like, I'm up here, you're down there. Mm-hmm. But what they don't understand is that 90 that y'all could be putting together could probably make 150 a year. But no, you shouldn't just say, okay, dude, we could be great financially, but I just can't stand. I don't like you. You stink or something like that. It's like, sometimes we just need to, like, we are superficial now. We love what's on you or what you in or something like that. I think we should get past that a little bit. We'll, like, the materialistic person is just, like, me and my girl, we're not materialistic. Like, at all. It's like now, it's like, I'm not going to get in a relationship unless I can fly here, fly there, do this, do that. It's like, you got to build that. You're not just going to walk right in there getting flued out.
But
people expect that.
But, okay, which I agree. But some people we have to remember, too, there's different dynamics of a relationship. There's not just, oh, I like you. I like you, too. I want to know you.
We go with each other.
I want to know you let's date or let's go with each other for a couple of years. Let's see how this goes. There are some couples who are like just put together based on tradition. Mm-hmm. There are some couples who are business minded. Like I've watched documentaries of people who said they did get with their partner because they were business minded, and mm-hmm. they were too. And they're like, together we can just do great things. Mm-hmm. However, I may not be attracted to you right now, or I may not be like, or I may not like certain things about you.
Yeah.
And that's how, of course, things are going to happen when you put two adults together mm-hmm. in a house forever. Like to the day you.
It's a long time.
Yeah, to the day you die. Like it's different when you just like, oh, okay, you know, I'm doing my own thing. But when I have to be around you 24/7, it's like you're going to find things about each other that you just don't fucking like.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. But some people have said that they're like, in tradition, like you learn to love your partner. Because at first you didn't really know your partner. You were just told to get with them. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards you started to love a person. And some people say that's better for them because like it's easier for them to see that person. I'm not using my heart so I can see you. Because when we use our heart, we don't see everything. That's why sometimes we can be like, I'm suffering, or I really want to tell this person this, but I really don't want to because I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
That's because you're using your heart. You're not using your mind like, I'm uncomfortable with this fucking situation.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you I'm fucking uncomfortable and I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Let's talk about it. Like, you know, but that does. Those are the hard parts. Those are the hard parts of a relationship. Sometimes you love people and you be like, I just don't want to hurt their feelings. But if you're in this dynamic with this person, like we're together, we like each other. We may not love each other, but we at least like each other.
Yeah.
But we can see our relationship growing. But you're more open with them because you're like, look, because you're not there with the feelings. You're not like, oh, I don't want to hurt you. You're like, no, listen, this is what we need to talk about. And you get those things out. So there's good parts and there's bad parts. This is why I'm saying I've had to learn not to be so critical of certain people, regardless, even the relationship, out of relationship, whatever. We have to learn how to not be so critical of people because different dynamics of different relationships work. Like, not every woman wants to get married. I know plenty of women who are like, I love the person that I'm with. I love him. I don't want to get married. I like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with who I am. We can even live together or live apart, but I love how we are, and I don't want to change that. I know women and men who don't want to have kids. Like, I'm cool with not having kids. I love my life how it is. Like, we have to stop thinking that everybody's box is the same. But, like you said, as far as the person that's posting, if you keep talking to a dude, the dude has no car. It's like sometimes I guess it sounds like she wants to, and not knowing, she's not conscious of it, because sometimes we're not conscious of the choices that we make.
Yeah.
But, like, a woman wants to be like, oh, I'm independent and I got my own and I can do this and I can do that. And I was one of them females too. Like, I'm 20, I got my own. That does one or two.
You doing that dance?
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I don't need you. Why you talking shit? I'm getting my own shit riding off. You know what I mean? But what that does is two things. And this is just my opinion. Everybody doesn't have to believe that. But it does two things. Once you show somebody that you're super duper independent, of course they're going to be like, shit, why you didn't do it yourself?
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I'm like, fuck no, nigga. Listen, I'm grown. I can understand shit. I need help at times. Fuck that shit. I don't care. I need help at times.
Yeah.
A person needs to, nobody got to where they are without help. I don't give a fuck whether it's from the government, family, whoever. You needed some type of help.
Somebody help.
It is what it is. Whether it's just not out in the open that you're getting this help.
Yeah.
You got a caseworker. Or, well, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody behind the scenes.
Somebody there, or your mama helping you. And I'm not one to be like, no, I didn't know. Everybody needs help. I'm okay now. I don't boast that independent, strong black woman shit. Only because I know I'm strong, I shouldn't have to be all the time. I get weak.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I get depressed and I have issues too. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and put on this picture for people because it looks good. No, shit, there's times when I be fucked up. Like, but I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with saying that.
That's normal, but people don't like putting the normal things out there. It's like normal things happen to everybody. Right. If you're normal. If you're some superhero, then okay. If you wear a cape at night, okay, that's you.
And none of you motherfuckers not, because if you wearing a cape, you only doing that shit for some sexy type shit. And I mean, that's cool if you, I mean, and that's cool too. If you like the role play type shit, but not everybody is super duper strong like that. So we have to notice when we need to take accountability for people that we are picking. Why every time I get with this dude I have these same problems? Is it me? Why every time I get with these women I'm having the same problem with these women? Is it me? Like, what am I doing that keeps attracting the same type of people? Or what am I doing that keeps getting people who need me? Yeah. Because when you get people who, like, completely need you, it's like, I don't know. It's like, let me help you. I want to feel like, like I came to save you.
Exactly.
But then when you save them and they don't need you no more, then you like, these motherfuckers just keep wanting to use me. No, you keep trying to save people.
Yeah.
And then when they don't thank you how you want them to thank you, then you got an attitude. That's the problem. Like, you feel good like I gave my man a ride to work. Mm. Okay, so when he got his car and your car broke down, was he letting you use the car? Was he dropping you off? Like, it's just, stop talking to the same type of people and stop worrying about what everybody else has to fucking say. Yeah. Stop doing it. If it does not apply, let it fly. I see people talk about child support and kids and shit all the time. I'm like, if it don't apply, I'm letting that shit fly. I mean, now if you just keep talking greasy, then I'm gonna have to jump in there like, hey. But other than that, I'm like, that shit don't apply to me. Like, yeah. I know there are women out there. I know there are men out there like this. And I'm not putting the S on my chest to save every type of man or every type of woman.
Yeah. I mean, you can't save everybody. Shit, you got to save your goddamn self.
Yeah.
One of the things, like, you just made a point. And this is a post that I did make this post a little while back. You have some, and I'm only going to come from my point of view and say this about some of the females that I see, that I've seen these representations of females that, like, first of all, if you're a strong black woman, you can be a strong black woman and be with a strong black man or a strong white man. I don't give a damn who you dating. I don't think some women realize that we see that you intentionally pick a man that's not as strong. I don't know why. I'm not a therapist. I could not analyze the situation like I want to, because I really want to get down to the meat of this shit.
The meat and gristle.
You have these, and don't get me wrong, I see some beautiful black sisters, educated, hardworking, out here doing what they should be doing, trying to move up in the world. And they'll pick these. And the funny thing, from a male point of view that I see, like, I made this joke, people was like, this dude is crazy. But no, you kind of see that, you know how, I can't think of a person that fits this description. Like, if you watch a movie, let's just say you watch some black movie, it's a powerful black woman, and she got this artsy type of guy. Like the dreadlocks, he's an artist, he's you know what I mean? It's like, it's always a person like that. It's like he's not, you know what I mean? This dude is just, he's waiting to get this motherfucker speaking at the poetic nights, the poetry nights, and stuff like that. Y'all love that type of dude. Y'all love him. It's like, okay, I don't work because of the establishment is trying to keep a brother down. You know what I mean?
Don't do it,
They be having those type of men.
Don't do it.
And don't get me wrong. Hey, a brother's a brother. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You living life at your own pace. But I don't feel that, man, I can't even explain it. If you're a strong woman, you don't have to get a weaker man. Because then it makes it look like that you're setting your life up to say, okay, now I'm strong. Because a lot of women, y'all don't admit it. I mean, not specifically you. I don't know your relationship status.
I was about to say.
But because women always think you're talking to them.
Thugging.
But women, for some reason, and this is just the temperature I'm taking from social media. Like, I don't hang around a lot of women anymore because, you know what I mean, I got my own. But what's wrong with having a strong man? Two strong people could be together. Two strong people could coexist. Like, you don't have to get somebody who's going to bow down to everything you say for you to be happy. And if that makes you happy, if that makes you angry when there's a justice, like when there's an energy that matches yours, then I think something is wrong. Because you cheating now. You cheating to be strong, bitch. You are cheating.
You know what? I feel like there's like a picture of what we were told in society our lives need to look like.
Yeah.
There's a picture. And if it's not within this picture or within this like dynamic, we think, oh, this is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's I don't think that, like, two strong people, yes, they can be together, but they can be together if there's compromise. And the problem is with two strong people, sometimes people don't know how to compromise.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to back down because two strong people don't want to. No one who considers himself, I'm strong, wants to be looked at as weak. We just said, we just talked about that. Like women who say, I'm strong. Like you don't want to be looked at as you weak. So that's the problem. Mm-hmm. And you have to not let your ego or your pride get in the way. Mm-hmm. And that's hard for strong people to do. So when you get into it with two strong people, you like, well, you being too aggressive. Like if it's a female, you got an attitude, you being too aggressive.
Yeah.
Or if it's a dude, like you just trying to tell me what to do or trying to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Without communication, there is no compromise, which makes it hard for two strong people to be together. Like sometimes if you look at relationships, you'll see, you can look at a relationship and see, oh, okay, this is the person that normally, like, you know, controls the situations.
Yeah. And
I'm not trying to say that the other person isn't behind the scenes, like saying, no, you don't need to do that. Because there could be a different demeanor of like, no, you don't need to do that. Or you don't need to. It's just the pride and the ego. If you are a strong person, you have too much pride or too much ego, both of y'all, it's not going to work. Yeah. It only works if you're a strong person, but you also understand compromise. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't understand compromise. You don't understand that this is not being weak. But black people, men and women, were told that this is what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be super strong. We're supposed to be aggressive. Why do you think people are supposed to be scared of us? Because we're aggressive. Mm-hmm. We're too strong. We're too opinionated. We're too, like, this is what, but this is what has been filled in our heads. And this is why we do that. Why do you think, like, a lot of men say, like, they don't want to show emotion? Like, you show emotion when a situation's getting really bad. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I pour my soul out. But you can't do that just, like, on the daily. Like, you can't be like, no, seriously, like, for real, I love you. you're fucking amazing. Like, I appreciate every fucking thing you do. Yeah. Like, if a woman heard, like, we need to understand that we need to be, instead of being so strong sometimes, we need to be vulnerable with each other. We need to be open with each other. That's what makes a person strong. That's what makes a person feel appreciated. You like, damn, you love me. Still love me. Like, I appreciate every fucking thing you do. Like, not just even showing you, just telling a person. Mm-hmm. I make sure I tell my son every day, little black boy, make sure I tell my son every day, I love you. Mm-hmm. If he's feeling a certain way, I don't be like, ain't nothing wrong with you. How you feeling? How was school? Yeah. Get that off. Cause sometimes I don't like work. And I can't be like, cause you 3, you ain't got feelings. Tell me how you feel. Because it is important for us to express ourselves. And that doesn't make a man weak. I think a man expressing himself, I'm like, shit, let's get this popping. Like, why we doing all this talking? Why we doing all this talking? Let's head to the car. Check. Like, you know what I mean? That makes you want to be like, fuck this nigga up some good with it, yo. I'm like, women love this. So, men, if y'all don't know this, try this shit on your woman. But if you cheat a lot, don't do that shit, because then she gonna think that you, I mean, don't just spring it on her. Do it like subtly. Like, do it, be subtle about it. But when you do, open up. Tell your woman.
I think people are like you just said, it takes communication to compromise, because you got to talk about what the things that are preventing both of y'all from being able to agree on certain topics.
I like do that.
Like, something's wrong with you.
I'd be like, how they eat? I just did the dance.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Because when you said talk communication, I'm thinking, you know, in sign language communication. And then I was thinking like, oh, should they be doing that? I really want to learn how to dance, man. Like, not like break dance.
Something is really, that is a hell of a... Oh, my God.
Okay, sorry, go. Sorry, y'all. I tell you, I'm a morning person. I get hyped. After I'm up, I'm up.
Yeah, I see, because I'm still waking up.
Hey, why would people break dance? They get that look on their face. Like, they about to kill some shit. Like, I'd be like, shit is going down. The niggas about to murder this shit.
Something is really wrong with you. I hate people that smile when they dance. Like, why the fuck do you have a permanent smile on your shit?
Robbie like, is this nigga looking at me? That boy be
oh my God.
With the pumping out the horn.
You see these OGs two-step back in the day, like, this nigga had the biggest smile on his face, like, bro, what the fuck?
See, he was smiling because when you two-step, you get close enough, you on that booty. So he was like, and dudes knew too, if you could two-step, my mom used to be in that mud, like, because I was two-stepping champion. I said, Every black person will. She talking about
Everybody.
I got the trophies. Then she pulled out these trophies. I said, "God damn, you was in that like dance fever."
Got the trophies to prove it, goddamn.
She talking about when I used to bang my outfits. Shout out to Bob Dukes, man. But seriously, they were dancing because they like if you could two-step, that's who was getting all the men and women. That's who was getting all the ass. Was the one who could really two-step.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
They be like, when he come in the club, girl, everybody.
Hey, the niggas that can two-step always got the girl. Always. Well, we done talking about this damn relationship shit. I got an interesting thing. Now this, like, I thought about, at first I didn't think it was no big deal, but then I started thinking about it, like, okay, it might be considered as a little fucking creepy.
Uh-oh, who did it?
Kodak Black and Young M.A. Now, there was a video that Kodak Black basically said, okay, that he wants to have sex with Young M.A. He was like, okay, she's still a woman. And he said some ignorant shit too, like everything he said, like 90% of the shit was ignorant. But he said, like, what kind of woman doesn't want to get their vagina penetrated? And for those of y'all who don't know who Young M.A. is, she is a rapper, female rapper, a young lady. She's a, what do you call it? Like, what would you, is she considered a lesbian or like?
Yeah, I would consider her as a lesbian.
Because she's a little tough, you know what I mean?
Well, they call, I don't know, could be politically correct, studs, or like of more masculine type. And I think like lesbians, I think they have another name too. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I do apologize.
I'm definitely sorry.
I like women because I'm with the unity, but I don't like women.
You don't like them.
Like slide up on me. Like, no, but your brother's fine as shit. So if you could slide my number, like, no. But anyway, I think it's like, they're studs. Like, and then lesbians are. Let me just shut up.
Yeah, you about to dig a hole.
Janelle. Well, see, when a woman says it, it's not like, girl, let me just tell you how it is. You be like, okay, if a dude says it, it's like, hey, nigga, let me tell you what we, like, so shout out to Janelle. Shout out to Janelle Banks. She's in Texas just killing it. She's been all over. We've had her on the show, and she needs to come back. Yeah. But you need to come back so you can explain to us.
Yeah, we have questions.
We have questions, and we know you break it down.
She would have been the perfect one to answer, give us some insight on this.
She would have been. We may have to bring this up again so that way she can to see if she can come back next week if she's not like in Egypt doing comedy or some shit like that.
I'm performing on a pyramid next week, so
okay, go get that cake. But yeah, so I don't really know, so I don't want to. But yeah, she's a lesbian. She's a lesbian.
So about the comments though, like basically what I'm asking is, and a lot of people felt the same way. Like, okay, she's made it obvious. She's put it out there that she doesn't like men, but I'm kind of torn. It's like you hear females, like you hear lesbian or gay females talk about straight women. Talk about maybe they could turn them.
And actually, listen, at no point in time, if anyone is letting that go, and again, I guess this is coming from a woman who, like I said, is not interested in women. I'm just not. Yeah. Like I've heard dudes, and this even upsets me. It does when I hear dudes say, every female want another female. Stop doing that. Like the problem is that shit's not cute, and it may to another person that may be like, ha ha ha. That shit is not fucking funny. That's like for a woman to say secretly, we know every nigga want to dig out a dude. You would get upset about that shit. Don't
dig out. What the fuck?
Because there's
that is very hardcore.
Because there's a bottom, and then some people are bottoms, and some people are tops. And bottoms, you know what I mean? But here's my thing, though. That's what I'm saying. If another person was to say that if a straight female was to say that to a dude, I'll be pissed. Yeah. Dudes be mad. Women, stop doing that to women. Stop thinking that because we're feminine, we're supposed to be like, this shit's funny. And you hoes that don't think that shit's funny, and I'm calling y'all hoes because y'all get on my nerve. Because I don't like a woman who feels a certain type of way, but you want to be down like Brandy, so you ain't gonna say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see females do that shit all the time. I see females, a dude to post something, the female be, ha, 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 you right, and then get on the females comment and be like, yeah, I don't get that. No, stop switching. Stop switching. Stand on your words. Stand on how you feel, because ain't nobody else about to make me feel uncomfortable about what the fuck I said. And people do that. Females do that all the time, and that's why dudes think that shit is cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in this situation, for him to say every female want her, how does he know? And anyway, and sometimes, let's just be honest. Sometimes is that a little rapish? Yes. Is that a little? Do you feel harassed? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is harassment a little bit easier when it comes from somebody who looks better? Like is, you know what I mean? And anybody get mad at me like that's bad, but let's just be honest. If a dude who was not attractive said, and don't get it twisted, I'm not saying, I am dark skinned myself, and I love every bit of this chocolate goodness, and I have other people who vouch for that too. However, I'm not saying that because he's dark skinned, because I love dark skinned men. Kodak Black is just not cute. Mm-hmm. He's just not, and I mean, in my opinion, some people may like him, I don't like him. But if like somebody else said that shit, if a cute girl said to you like, if a cute girl said to you like, for real, you need to go in and let me slide up on you, you know what I mean, like that, and you would be like, no, like, but you'd be like, no,
yeah.
But if a girl you just not fucking attracted to at all, I don't care. Like you said, some dudes look at females. If you a female, Nah, if it's just a girl you're not attracted to at all, like run. And in the sex, like would you? Yeah, you would be like, huh? Like SVU.
Hell no.
Like SVU, I feel harassed. Like for real, like you just do. So that happens. But for you to say, you should like this. I know you will like this.
Yeah.
That's rapish. That's the type of creepiest shit ever. If a woman is not showing you a sign of like, yeah, I like you too. Even a man, chicks, ladies. If a man is not showing you a sign like I could be into you possibly.
Yeah.
Stop doing it. That's creepish. That makes a person feel like 911. Like I'm uncomfortable with this situation. Like there's nothing, and then it's pride. Your pride is hurt when a person says some shit, so you feel like you got to go hard. Like you got to talk about it. Like females do this shit too. Like fuck that nigga, but you just trying to talk to him because he told you no. Like move on to his brother or his daddy or some shit like that. I don't know, but you shouldn't be so. I don't know, but that I don't give a fuck. That's very creepish.
Yeah.
I didn't like when they got mad at Genuine for not wanting to kiss a transgender. Like
I remember that. Now that was fucking crazy.
This is what I'm saying. These are people's personal opinion. It's not to say that a person can't do whatever they want to do. But when you start trying to enforce yourself or enforce someone to like something that they don't, you're a fucking creep. You're a fucking creep. It's possible.
I think he did it for a publicity stunt.
I think he could have done it for a publicity stunt, or he could have done it because he's a fucking creep. Like, I don't put creep shit past him. I
don't put that past him.
Listen, you could do one creep thing to be in forever. You creep ass.
Yeah.
It could have been 20 years ago. Some shit you just, yo, creepy ass. Where your van at?
Hey, but then another thing, like, yes, she does look a little manly, and she's doing it on purpose. I'm not talking about her. I saw a video that was posted. You know the internet go find your shit as soon as the topic becomes hot. So I one of her early videos where the breasts were duct taped, and I guess she's been working out a little bit. You know what I mean? She looked a little more feminine then. So I'm like, maybe that's the video he saw. I just don't think, like, yes, you could be a creep. That's not her sexual preference. But it's a fine line when this person is still a woman. Like, we don't know who attracts Kodak or what he looks for in a woman. You know what I mean?
But the problem is,
the only creep part to me was when he responded back to her response.
No, the problem is though, you can say to me, there's nothing wrong with saying like this person is attractive. If I could, I would hit that. Like seriously, who hasn't said shit? That person look good. There's a difference, but there's a difference when you start to say, you know, you want this. You know what I mean? Like anything that's coming close to that type of statement, you know you want this. Like No.
I've never said that in my life. That's like some movie shit. You know you won't.
Like any type of I don't know. It's just weird to me. That's like on some creep type. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. To me, it is creepish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, and he's a creep. So I don't know. I don't trust the shit.
Man, all right. I think it's probably one of the first times that something like this happened. Like a known lesbian and a male just comes out and like kind of forces his opinion. And it's a strong opinion, don't get me wrong. A sexual opinion, when you put it out there for the public, that's the problem I have with it.
I think that
like that's some shit you should DM a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I think it happens too much. I don't care if a person comes out and I think it happens too much. Like sometimes, and I have to say some men, when they feel like weak or like someone's not picking them, not everyone handles rejection well, or not everyone handles.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, not everyone handles that well. So once you say some shit like you see a lesbian woman and you like, I could turn you around. You know what I mean? I could turn you. What the fuck do you think it is about your whack ass that's gonna make another person change who they are? Like your wife probably divorced you because of who you are. Like what the fuck makes you think that you like so gifted that you can do something just because you have a fucking penis? Suck it yourself. Like I think that is so very disrespectful for you to say, because I'm not gonna try to change somebody's opinion about something. If I shoot my shot, which I rarely do, and we talked about that, I do and I don't. I rarely do. I'm gonna start shooting this shit.
A slingshot.
This fool said. About what you doing? I'm shooting all kind of shots. Whoever get hit, just get hit. No. Like, if a person says, like, no, I'm not interested, leave them alone. Mm-hmm. Cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying a person is cute. Like, even gay dudes, like, if you fine, you fine. Mm-hmm. You are fine. But ain't nobody gonna be like, you fine. You know you want this. Like,
hey, but you brought up a good point though. When you see, and I've seen like let me see. I don't know too many famous gay black men. Let's take Jussie. He's gay, right? Mm-hmm. I see some comments from women, some thirsty ass women, and it's kind of the same thing. Like they're not celebrities, so they didn't make videos. But you see some shit up under people's comments, and when you look at it that way, a woman going towards a gay man saying, I could turn you, because y'all really say that. Y'all really say, if you had some of this, I could bring you back on, you know what I mean? I could bring you back home.
but that's not to say, and no one is saying that that's right. I'm not saying that this shit's right. I just said that. Like, to me, that's not like to say somebody's attractive or damn, you know, you wish they
I wish you were not gay.
Yeah, just to say that person is attractive, like damn shame. Like, you know what I mean? I've heard people say like damn shame. You know what I mean?
I've said that.
Yeah. But when you start to say shit like everybody wants this, or you know sexually what everybody wants. That starts to become creepish to me.
Yeah.
That starts to become, hey now, like, are you usually a forcer in situations? Because maybe they just ain't came out and said shit. But for you to be like, you know every woman want, or every dude want. No, maybe they don't. Maybe dudes like penis and chicks like cat. Like, maybe that is the case, and to me, that's their business. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You like what you like. Like, you can't force people to do certain shit. Fellas, you may like threesomes. If your woman tell you she don't want no fucking threesome, leave it the fuck alone. Leave it alone.
I think we just went somewhere good.
Leave it alone, because if you say, well, I want another chick, and she really like, no, I really don't, and you like, you know every woman, no, they don't. If your mama didn't like it, no, they don't. Stop. Unless she could say, well,
you never know. They mama liked that.
They mama could have liked it. 70s, a lot of shit popped off. But if she can't say, well, we could bring Jessica this time, but Jason coming next time. If you uncomfortable with that shit, shut it the fuck down. or get with somebody who likes that shit, because you cannot make people fucking uncomfortable, or you shouldn't. You shouldn't make people uncomfortable or force them to do some shit sexually they don't want to do. Yeah. That is like cheating. I mean, not cheating, but that's like rapish to me. I don't give a fuck. People say different. I don't give a fuck.
I got to bring this up for the fellas before I go into the real point. This is kind of like the prequel. You know what I mean? Ladies, if you've had a threesome in your life, in your past, 10, 15 years ago, you know what I mean? You got out with your ex or whoever the fuck it may have been. If you get with your man, even though I admit it's nosy, it's a question that doesn't even have to be asked. If your man asks you if you've ever had a threesome and you have no intention on having one with him, just lie. There's nothing wrong with white. Well, I ain't gonna put a color on this lie.
That ain't white.
But there's nothing wrong. Yeah, that's a Kodak black lie.
You a Jesse Smollett lie.
It's a big lie. So, but still lie. Some things like, you know what? I want my women to I want my woman to lie to me about certain things.
Oh yeah. This is just keep lying to daddy.
I really want to be lied to if I slip up and ask a motherfucking question that ain't none of my business.
So wait, you mean if you were to ask, like, have you had a threesome?
Yeah.
Or
if I asked her that, I wanted to lie.
So if she's had one, you want her to be like, no?
Damn right.
Okay, so why do you want her to say no? Oh, okay, so you're saying if you don't plan on having a threesome with him,
yeah, you
should say no, because if you say yes, then you gonna want to know why could you have a threesome with this person and not with me.
You know that's how I go.
But then but on previous shows you have said that threesomes. Oh no, that wasn't you. That was somebody else.
I'm about to say, goddamn, we talked about.
Because we have, but I've heard people say that they'll have threesomes. I don't know, I was fucked up at some fucking private conversation. Oh my bad, dog.
You put somebody's business in the street.
But no, I've heard someone say like a threesome is for chicks that, not chicks, but it was just this person's personal opinion. I'm not saying for everybody.
Yeah.
But he told me that threesomes were with chicks that he really didn't give a fuck about. Like, you know what I mean? Because he can deal with that part of the situation.
Yeah.
But he would never ask someone that he's in a relationship with that he really, really cares about to have a threesome with anybody. Like with another, even if it's just a random chick or a close chick.
Yeah.
He would never be like, let's have a threesome together. Because if he has a threesome with them people, he'd be like, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But even to know that his woman is being pleasured by somebody else, period, like, that's his job. That's not nobody else's job to do.
Damn, that's an interesting take on it.
I was like, well, shit.
That's really interesting.
Well, keep it popping. You know what I'm saying? Keep it popping up.
Man, all right.
Why is it different for a woman?
Why is it different for a woman? Why is what different?
Why is it when why is it when a woman talk about the threesome with another man, do be like, oh, that's a train? They said choo choo.
All right, first of all, from our point of view,
chugga chugga choo choo.
I learned my lesson a little while back. I asked a woman, and this wasn't my woman. You know what I mean? She was just, we were just talking. We were just asking people. We were just asking each other questions, getting to know each other. I asked her, did she have a threesome? Well, has she ever had one?
Gotta be good.
Her answer was yes, and she said, well, this came out later in the conversation, that it was two men involved. Now, when you tell a man that you had a threesome and it was two men, it's like, yeah, we kind of look at that differently than y'all do. I mean, it's just a gender thing, I guess. We just kind of say, it was a short train, you know what I mean?
And I think, you know what, and I could be wrong. I'm not a dude. I could be wrong, but I think so many things with men are based on ego and pride, and it just can't be that way. Like, this is not how things are supposed to be set up. Like, it is.
It probably is, but this we we right on this.
It's not. It's not. You know what? I tell people, as long as you are in, because everybody's religion is different. Everybody's different. I can't say right, wrong, and different. It's not for me to say. Your life is your life. It's how you move through it. It's how you move through it. And I think that's what makes me get along with people, because I'm like, shit, nigga. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, live your life. Do what it is that you do. However,
yeah,
I feel like
get to the gristle.
Yeah, the shit. We about to break this bone down. But I feel like if that's something that you want to do, stop fucking worrying about it. Because the dude is always going to say, oh, you shouldn't be out here doing it. That's like if a dude was to have a baby by another chick, it's like, you forgive me, baby? I mean, you said you gonna ride it out. But if a chick was to cheat, you'd be like, well, you gotta carry this baby. Well, bitch, she gotta carry the baby. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, somebody gotta carry the baby has to be carried.
Baby has to be carried.
I mean, I don't know who's gonna do it.
Somebody gonna carry this motherfucker.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but somebody carry this motherfucking baby. It could be you, nigga, if you really...
At the end of the day, baby gets carried. Baby gets carried. Oh, shit.
Like, seriously, like, it's going to happen. It's getting carried. So, it's like, what is the difference? There's going to be a child while y'all was in a relationship that one of y'all did not have. Like, there's going to be... And that's the thing, like saying a woman is supposed to forgive, or a woman is supposed to do this. Like, it's just traditional. That's what you're supposed to do. Nigga, that was back in the day. And the mom only did that shit because the other family was in the other town. They didn't know about it till graduation. You know what I mean? To the families had to get together and meet, or to the kids start going to high school together. Yeah. That's when they found out. And the dude took care of both of the homes. Wasn't no chasing child support. The dude was like, I'm trying to split this shit up. Work some overtime at the factory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this OT money. You getting this regular money. You ain't asked me where this OT money going. But you ain't asked me what I'm doing at the house either.
With the regular money.
This is what I said, with the regular money. I'm gonna see these kids. I may see these kids more.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still see these.
Well, all these kids gonna be seen.
But see, and when they get in high school, they gonna know each other. They gonna fight, but then they gonna be cool. They just ain't gonna like the mamas. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that shit was right either, because it wasn't. But that's just how things were. Now it's kind of like, oh well, you should like just accept what I got going on. You ain't gotta. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, man or woman, you ain't gotta accept nobody's bullshit.
No, you don't.
Or you can forgive that person and be like, I'm gonna ride it out with that person. That's cool too. That's you. You know what is best for your relationship. I've learned to stop doing that, because I would say that too. Like, I couldn't do it. And I'm still saying I couldn't be comfortable with the situation if I was with somebody that had a baby by somebody else while I was with them. And I know people,
hell no.
People say, well, you don't know what you would do to you in it. I will say I don't see myself doing that. Mm-hmm. Because to me, I'm not the type of person to hurt the kid. And I'm not the type of person to be like, I don't want our babies around each other. Because I'm all for sibling love. Like, you need to know who your siblings are. Because that's who's going to stick together. When I'm dead and gone, you need somebody who's going to look out for you.
Exactly.
And to me, that's siblings. That's important for when that happens. So I wouldn't be mad at the kid. I've seen a lot of situations where men and women, they're mad at the kid. Like, I don't want that baby around here. It's like, shit, that's a kid. You should be mad at who you with. Mm-hmm. You should be mad at the baby. The baby sit up there looking like...
Niggas mad at babies out here. That's when you know shit real.
The baby like, we beefing. Shit, the baby ain't did shit. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just a lot of wild shit going on. Kodak Black's a creep.
He is.
That nigga been creepish.
He is. From a male point of view, just when you look at Young M.A. now, not saying that she's not a decent looking stud. Just his choice of saying that you want to go in on that is like, bro, you could have just kept that to yourself. Like, even if it was fucking Beyonce, like, I don't give a fuck who it is. Like, if you just come out and say, yeah, I want to thrash your ass. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a way to do it. Like, social media just, like, allows people to say the most, like, off the wall shit, and it's just normal now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, things that you never would have heard from people that you don't even know today in these times. It's like you see it every day. So it's like I was desensitized to it, but I didn't see the backlash coming. Like a lot of people, like I said, it's actually a form of sexual harassment.
Yeah.
And it is. I can agree with that. I wouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
First of all, it's just a such thing as decency. That's why I said he probably doing it as a publicity stuff, because I don't give a fuck how hardcore the nigga, how thuggish he is. People still have hearts and decency. Like, you're not her preference. It's known. So why put that out there?
Dude is a creep. We have to remember, when we ask questions like, I don't see how somebody could do that. There are weird people. Like, we expect everybody to have common sense and decency, and they don't. There are just really weird people. Are there mentally fucked up people? Are there people who are, you know what I mean? So saying things that we would do.
Yeah.
It don't have to be a publicity. So he could really feel like that. Saying things that, like they say, like serial rapists. Like, a lot of them feel like, I did this because this person really wanted me.
Yeah.
Like, they really think that in their head. Like, this person really wanted me. Where a sane person be like, no, they were yelling and kicking for a reason. Like, that was just fun.
I didn't get that from them at all. I think you...
And not that we are not laughing at anyone who's been in that situation, but it and there's no but. It's just, people are really fucking creeps and fucking weirdos, and you know, fucking weird.
All right, my question was never answered.
What
about the threesome thing?
What about what? Wait, what did I say?
What was it? It wasn't them. All right,
you didn't answer.
No, it wasn't a question, but you were elaborating on it. But I mean, you made some good points after.
No, what are you talking about? What's the question? Ask me the question.
Never tell a man that you've had a previous threesome if you do not plan on having it with him.
Well, see, that wasn't a question.
I want to really put that. I want to reiterate it for females that's listening.
I was going to say it wasn't a question.
Because it might bring problems to your world. Problems that you don't need. Problems that you don't want. Because in a male's head, just like you said, ego, pride, all that stuff, now you're thinking, even though, yes, your past is your past, mine is mine, just to think that it might be petty. I told you I didn't mature much.
I'm flipping it.
It might be petty. When you think that another man has had a threesome with your girl.
I'm flipping this.
But that's something that's off limits to you. Like, you know what? And when a female, females good at this. Like, look, that was back in the day. I'm a different person.
Right.
This is not going on.
I mean, it's like dealing with.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that, but I still think that just knowing that's a sensitive, you know what I mean? Sex.
No.
Yes.
Listen.
No.
It's like if you was a dope dealer, you was making dope ass money, and you went legit, and you went legit, and you worked this regular job, and nothing's wrong with that. But we behind on bills, nigga. Slang that shit like you used to.
I'll put me back in jail because the cable off.
What I'm saying is, you know our shows come on. You know you got the talent,
nigga. You know, goddamn well the show about to come on next month. You better get out here.
You know you got that talent like you did before.
We need some showtime.
Shit. So I need you to like. I know that was 10 years ago, but. We need to get that reunion back because motherfucking shit's going on. In summertime, we turn the air on, all kind of shit popping off around here. So it's kind of like this, like saying that, like I know you change your ways, but change them back for just because and then maybe you should say that because if you feel like no, I don't want a threesome, because I feel like why even a man, why even ask or bring up a threesome if you really don't even want to have one?
Yeah. So no, when a man asks, he wants to have
that's what I'm saying. So if you know as a woman, like, I'm just not down with that shit. And you know the dude is like, so you want to talk about this? Like, it's like, damn, you really want to.
That's why they should dead that shit and say no.
No, that's why you should ask because if you feel like, shit, nigga, if that's what you really want, you know you definitely ain't getting that shit from me. Mm-hmm. Be free.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If a man, like, look, women have to know this. Mm-mm. We respect the woman that can say no and stand on what the fuck she talking about because you either got to deal with it or roll out. You know what I mean? But you don't have, like, when it's just something, like you said, the male ego. That's what it is. When you tell a man that, okay, yeah, I did it with him, but I'm not going to do it with you. That's all we hear. Like, that's what we really hear when we ask you a question and you said, okay, I've did it a few times with a couple different dudes. Then you like, okay. Like,
And
trust me, it does something to us. It might be our crazy minds. It was like, okay, so what's different?
And as a woman, let me tell you what we hear when you ask for a threesome.
No, we didn't.
No,
we're not asking for it. We're asking to have you ever had one.
When you ask, have you ever had one? In our here, we hear, I want to have one. And I'm just telling you whether you, as a woman, this is what we hear.
I get that.
We don't hear you saying that shit.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, we hear you saying, I really want to have one. So that's what I'm saying. You may not have to answer it, but good thing you brought it up, because if that's something that you don't want to do, you can slide out of that shit, because you really adamant on like this threesome type shit. You know what I mean? And I gotta bounce, because that ain't my type of thing. Like, that's not my type of party. So, and if it is, get it in. If it ain't, girl, you know what he want? Stop making people seem like, and listen to people and what they say, and take them at their word for what they say. Mm-hmm. If a person tell you some shit like, I'm like, keep asking about threesomes, or keep commenting on high school girls, like, I think you should leave. Someone's telling you really what they about, and you like, nah.
The high school girl should definitely raise your antennas up.
Now you talking about seniors that got held back.
Nigga, this is the third day in a row you been talking about teenagers, nigga.
Why we keep circling around this school? We don't even live over here. Ain't no detour.
Now that shit, like
y'all stop doing that. Stop trying to paint people the way you want them. If that motherfucker blue, stop trying to pick up that green and color that. Like, no, I said green. Like, no. If dudes too, if you see a woman and she telling you who she is, cause ain't no sympathy. Dudes be thinking they about to get sympathy too. I heard a lot of dudes, and I've said certain stuff, and they got mad at me. Dudes be like, all these chicks want is this, all these chicks want is that, da-da-da-da-da-da. And you keep picking these chicks, that's all they want. And a lot of you dudes be picking these chicks that want something is because the chicks that you know who don't want nothing require more of you. They require more of you motherfuckers, because they require you to be a better person, because they don't need $40 and they gonna dead the argument, some shit like that, because you gave up them 220s. Motherfucker gonna be like, I said what I said.
I'm a 410s kind of guy.
This fool said, what I got now is a 20. I got a 20, a 10. I think I got like 5 ones. But that's still way to about why the fuck you got to be so difficult. Just give me the 220s. I really don't want to break this one. Like, no, it's just.
Oh my God. What do we have?
I'm in love, y'all.
Oh shit.
With myself.
I'm about to say proceed. What's going on?
I said, I found myself, y'all. Everyone, do all you gotta do is sit down and do some meditating. Just, you know what? I advise everyone to turn off at least for like 30 minutes a day. I know some people who have ADHD can't sit that long, and that's understandable. Just to try 10 minutes. I advise everyone to sit in the room or in the car with no music, no phone, no nothing, and just think. I'm telling you, strange things will come out.
Hey, look. Like, I don't think a lot of people get a chance to do that. See, I'm the type of, like, something as simple as that, like not being funny, something as simple as that. Like, some people have lives that, you got kids, you got so much going on, like, you don't have a chance to just sit and think. Like, see, me, I tune people out at work. And I really fucking think all the time. That's why the fuck you see some of the craziest. Like, when Facebook asks me what's on my mind, trust people get what's on my mind.
This fool said, ha, right now.
Like, people, like, that's one of the things that I think is, like, I want to see more of it, but that's what is my preference. I really want to know what people really fucking think. Like, Facebook would be so, well, not just Facebook, when you talking to people, any social media outlet, if people told you what they were really thinking, not about you, let's not start no beef, you know what I mean? But just what you really thought on every topic, I think it would be better. I ain't gonna say I don't like, I'm just one of those people that whatever I think, I put it out there. I like people to know the crazy shit that goes on in my head, because everybody's not sane. It's some shit going on in these people's heads, but they just don't let it out. They don't want to be known as that type of person.
I knew it. I knew it. I said that shit. I've been saying that shit since middle school. Something's wrong with your motherfucking ass. And now the shit that came to light with your motherfucking thoughts in your post. I knew this motherfucker was weird as shit. I've been saying that shit. I told his mama too. The nigga was weird as shit. He was eating Legos, and I knew that shit. And then that motherfucker just now he trying to say the shit weird. I knew it. This was it. A lot of this shit that happened to these streets, he probably fucking did.
Most people, you know what? I gotta
sitting on the side of the highway eating a deer. I knew it.
Now that's a little extreme. You might not see OG Ron doing that.
I did the motherfucker. No, I'm just talking about just people. Like you said, if people, but I think social media when it first came out was really like that. I really do. Mm-hmm. But I also think that people still do that. It's just that you have to read between lines. Mm-hmm. Like, because I've seen some people and I'm like, I called it before this person said it. I'm like, I can tell with your post, like something is really fucking going on. And not just obvious shit. It's just like the back and forth with like how they post or what they post about. If you really pay attention to people, you could tell a lot of shit. You could be like, it's just that we don't focus. Like we listen and read shit so we can respond. We don't listen and read shit to understand. Like sometimes I wish people read posts and just don't comment yet. Yeah. And just process and think about certain shit. And we all need to do that so we can be like, oh, okay, maybe this person was coming from this. Because when we just post to respond or just respond when we having a debate or some shit like that, it's like, I'm not really thinking about what you said, but we'll come back and say, well, I thought about what you said. Yeah. Well, we could do that shit in the first place. Like, let's come back to this because, or even a post, like I've even had to do that. Like, I'm going to come back to that shit because maybe I need to think about that shit a little bit more before I go into why I feel the way I feel. Like, I don't have an issue when I post an opinion and somebody getting on my stuff and post how they feel. I only have a problem with that when you never comment and then I say something that you may not like and then it's like, oh, motherfucker, I ain't seen you in 2 years. I didn't even know your shit was still active. Like, but you're here. That's when I'm like, you just want to say something to just go back and forth with me.
I have those type of people on my page. Never say anything. And the crazy thing about it is that people, like, I'm talking about people that I've got together with, met out in social settings and stuff like that. It's like, you never talk, but as soon as I say something that you disagree with, or you might not even disagree with, you just want to make it known that, hey, I'm still here. We about to go at it today. I feel like tussling with your ass. And then they go back off and drift back to anonymity. Like, dude, come on. But I just think people need to be realer. Not really in the sense that they fake. I'm just saying I want to know what's really on your mind. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, people love these perceptions. And not saying that it's not you, but you have to be.
Because
there are more dimensions to you than just that.
Because no one is going to post. It's kind of like, and I've always said that, and it's not to say, when I talk about relationships, it's not to say that everybody has a fucked up relationship, but it's to say not everyone is always happy. Anyone dealing with any type of relationship, even with family, you're not always happy with people. Mm-hmm. But what you're not going to do is post it dead in the middle of an argument or a disagreement, like, disagreement, or, we just got into a fight, or he mad. You know what I mean? You're not going to do that. What you're going to do is post like, together. Yeah. We're happy. And it's not to say like people are not happy, but it's just saying, just like you said. Yeah. Nobody is going to give the 100% real. And not that you need to tell people, but I just like talking to people who will really be like, shit, nigga, I was broke. Or I am broke. Or living paycheck to paycheck. Or my relationship ain't always great. Mm-hmm. And you shouldn't tell that to everybody because some people use it against you. But sometimes you get, but sometimes you get the real when you like, well, some shit should stay between your relationship. That I've learned. Some shit is like, this is me and you. Mm-hmm. Like, this shit get super bad. This shit's just me and you. Like, I don't believe in breaking up with somebody and going talk bad, like telling all their business. I ain't about that. I've had that shit happen to me and I still ain't told shit about people. I'm like, that's not my character. That's not how I am. That's just not how I roll. But like, some stuff is like, no, this shit's real. Like, love is hard or life is hard. or shit is hard, but you got social media.
Life is harder than love.
I mean, but loving is part of life because it's not just relationships; it's with everybody.
Yeah,
like it's love is a
good point.
Yeah, love is a. I mean, all that comes into play with each other. So all of that shit is hard, and when you social media has got us to look like it's not hard, or even when it is hard, like, but I'm doing better than you niggas, or it's not everybody, but a big percentage of people do not post the real on saying about my situation. We rather make it look like we're doing great. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Love. I'm not depressed. Although I got all this kind of other shit, this stress and everything else going on, and my kids acting up, or my relationship is not where I want to be, or my finances not where I want to be. I'm tired of fucking working. I'm not eating right. My body's breaking down. Like, nobody is really saying all this shit. Some people are, but when some people say that shit, then we be like, don't post all your business or don't post all that.
And I don't get, that's where I want to go with it. People are big, huge, colossal. Like, they really don't. All right, it's this thing that, my business shouldn't be put out there. Okay. But we know all of your good news.
Yeah.
Ain't that your business? Like the thing I've been saying for years, okay, every time you accomplish something, every time your check $300 more than you thought, every time somebody paid for your motherfucking meal in the car in front of you at Chick-fil-A, whatever the fuck. Small to big, the good things we know. That's your business. Mm-hmm. So what you really mean is, I don't put my bullshit out. I don't put the bad things that happen to me out there. And that's how I see it. But there's nothing, if this is social media, if these are the same friends that you trust to tell your highlights to, what's wrong with the lows? They go through lows.
Yeah.
The only thing, all right.
But that's a good thing, though. The reason why I say it's a good thing, because then that leads the other people to know who is real and who to take advice from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to take advice from somebody when I see you posting shit like, we're great. And then when I talk to you, it's like, oh, shit, I'm doing real fucked up.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, because I believe that. I believe, like I said, it's the respect the process. The good, the bad, the indifferent. Mm-hmm. Like, respect the fucking process. Like, I don't sit up here and talk shit about like, oh, I mean, I don't always talk like everything I have to do for my son, like being a single mom and shit like that. Because part of me feel like I can say it and I can't. I feel like physically I can say I'm a single mom because I feel like, and other people may think different, but me and my son's father is co-parenting. We understand this. We have an agreement, so I don't give a fuck what nobody else says. Mm-hmm. But I feel like physically I am, because it's like, I have to get up and take care of him. I have to get up and do this. Mm-hmm. Like my time, my this. If something comes up, oh, I got to do this.
Yeah.
I can't just get up and go freely when the fuck I want to. And I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Raising a kid is more than finances.
Time, oh, hell yeah.
Time is big. I mean, even being raised up and not having all that much money, but just having fun, knowing that you're here and I'm having fun with you. Mm-hmm. That's the big influence. Financially, I can't say that because he does his part. Mm-hmm. He does. I won't lie and say like, shit, that ain't doing nothing. I can't say that. Not at all.
I've seen this nigga in years.
Yeah, you know what? Even with Tommy's doing better. So claps to that. But but it's just, I'll talk about those things because I'm like, although I praise my son, he's great. This kid changed my life completely. Mm-hmm. I wish the situation was different, but I love how it turned out. I do. Yeah. It made everyone in the situation who we are. So, but I talk about certain shit like that, like stressing, like getting him up in the morning, or maybe we didn't have a good day, or maybe we did, but I love him. Like, he's great, because I do. But it's just talking about hard times, like things are not always easy. I'll say I love my job, because I do love my job. But there was plenty of posts when I said I fucking hate my job.
I still hate my job.
When I was like, it's not like, oh, everything is great. Like, no, no. Like, it's like some things are good, some things are bad. I don't have to give you play-by-play on what's bad and what's good.
No.
But just like you said, to say shit is hard. I respect a person who says shit is hard. And I've been through this. I respect couples more that tell me good and bad shit that happened. I'm like, I like this because you being honest.
Yeah.
Like you prepare a person like, well, damn, you're right. Maybe what I was tripping on before wasn't all that big. Mm-hmm. Because as a black community, we think cheating is like cheating is the only problems we have. That's a fucking lie. Communication is a big problem. Not enough love is a big problem. It's the
biggest problem.
Yes, it's the biggest problem because communication also leads to cheating. Like, so that is the biggest problem. It's not like, why did you leave? Oh, they cheated. No. I need to be with someone I can talk to, someone that I can. Finances are a big problem.
Yeah.
I can't be, one person can't be doing everything and then you leave the other person out if they need that extra. Like, I just need you to be with me and help, like, as a team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other issues that come along. And we should talk about this shit. We should not, that's another thing about us not wanting to be weak. Mm-hmm. All this, look, everything we talking about on this show is tying in. That's another thing talking about, I don't want to be weak. Because if I do, then I show you there's not... there's the foundation may not be as strong as I'm trying to make it look. Yeah. But if it's not as strong, don't try to make it look like that.
Exactly. And for what, though? It's like the perception of others does not help you personally.
No.
Like, not at all. Like, all right, there are times where, like, I'm not always a couple of months ahead in checks. Like, and I put that out there because, like, first of all, I tell people it's my fault.
Yeah.
I had older people tell me, like, when I first started getting on my feet, like, and some people you would have saw posts like, boy, people be hating. People be, boy, even your own, these be those posts that be behind those, even your own family and friends don't believe in you and all that shit. Okay, they told me, okay, take it slow. Don't rush to a house. Don't do this. Don't do this. Just take your time. It's just you. And of course, I'm hard-headed. I did what I wanted to, but it was the best advice that I could have took because I know a lot of people that work. All right, picture somebody works the same amount of overtime as me, the same job, and they may have $20,000, $30,000, maybe $40,000 saved over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
They're smart. Yeah. You didn't fucking build all of these fucking responsibilities around yourself. And we work at the same place, but you saving, let's say, what, $10,000 a year?
Yeah.
Which is, like, shit, if you start saving $10,000 a year at maybe 20 or 30 years old, you're going to be good when you get older. You know what I mean? But, yeah, and I have no problem with putting that out there. Like, I never say, like, dude, I would put out these bills is whooping my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to do it. It's responsibility. Like, you made that shit. Like, you could have fucking downgraded on whatever the fuck you had. But, yeah, I don't mind letting people know. Like, and, like, Lloyd, this is one thing. You know how celebrities is with their persona and their, the way they want their fans to see them. I saw an interview with Lloyd. He was on the Breakfast Club. They asked him, it was like, okay, so why are you back touring? Is it that you need the money or what? It was like, yeah, I need the money. He made a comment about how he doesn't buy clothes. Like, he actually does shows, and he says he's kind of feeling like people are judging him because of what he wears, because he's not the type to wear $1,000 outfits, even though he's expected to because he's Lloyd.
Yeah.
And I felt that.
Yeah. Because
I've never been like, even when I was at my highest, in my 20s or something like that, like, I'm just like an Air Max and a white tee type of nigga.
Yeah.
Some people wear Gucci and all this shit. I just want to be me. I just want to be comfortable. So it's just like the outlook, like, you got to be you.
Yeah.
You got to say what the hell you want to say. Man, we live in a weird time now. I'm old school. You know me. I rant all the time because I'm just old.
No, I do. I don't know. Social media is like a beast. It is. It's a. I mean, it's the reason why I say, and I'm not talking about nobody's relationship. I'm not talking about nobody's finance, nobody, nothing. I just feel like when you see somebody on social media, you should not be envious of their life. Because one, you don't know the struggles that they went through. And also, you don't know if they still struggling and just trying to make it look like they're not.
Yeah.
In relationships, there's no perfect relationship. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It can be perfect for you because you like how things are, but there's no perfect relationship. There's no two people who are just like If I could, I find nothing about you that I would change. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. There's nobody who's just everything about you. You can say, I love this person. Like, I love this person. Like, who they are. They're a good person. They're this, they're that. Mm-hmm. But there's, if there was one thing, boop, and of course you're not going to tell that person. That's okay. Because just like anything else, we look at our pros and cons like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, anyone can say, I wish, I love her or I love him. But damn, they like, if I could just get them to just do this one thing, but that doesn't matter because all the other things outweigh this little issue.
Exactly.
That is being realistic. That's being realistic. It's like picking and choosing your battles. Like, and that's what makes relationships, and that's what makes different people. Like, but you should not say that, but you should also acknowledge that. Like, there's no perfect couple. So don't sit up here like relationship goals or this is who I want to be. You can be happy for people like I'm happy for you. Mm-hmm. I love your relationship. Like, it looks good. I love that. And I love the fact that two people are happy. Yeah. You can say that without saying, but I don't want your relationship. You know what I mean? And I think people get offended when you say that. I've said that to people like, I love y'all together. I love it. I've told friends that I love y'all together. Like, you're great. Mm-hmm. But don't ever feel like I'm envious of what you have. Mm-hmm. Because there's also things that you have told me that I'm like, nah, that's not my cup of tea. And I'm not saying that you're wrong for what it is, but I'm just saying that's something that I know is my personality and as a person I could not do. Yeah. But I'm still happy for you. Because I'm telling you, like, seriously, I've had a friend tell me that, like, I just didn't want you to get mad or to get, this was like right after my breakup. I don't want you to get mad or jealous. I'm like, I would never, I'm happy for you. Like, when my friends do good, that's good for me. Mm-hmm. It's really good for me because if I see you doing good, that pushes me. Wherever I fall off at, that pushes me. If I got a friend who's out here with a business making money, that pushes me. Like, fuck yeah, I need that drive.
Yeah, hell yeah. But as far, I think a lot of people, like the way you say your friend says she didn't want to make you jealous or anything like that, not trying to push that on you, or like if I was saying it to one of my homeboys, but it's a lot of people out here who, I'm not going to say they unhappy with their relationship status, but a lot of people do feel like that they don't want to just throw their happiness on somebody and like make them feel like they just trying to like make them feel bad, like not purposely, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I got some single friends, and when I talk about my life, because it involves someone else now, and it's like every once in a while it's like, boy, nobody want to hear that bullshit. I ain't got nobody, you know what I mean? Like, me and my friends play a lot, so we'll like have a outburst and make a funny moment out of it. But yeah, sometimes I don't want to hear that shit.
But sometimes also too, sometimes when certain, like, I believe that meme that says sometimes you got to watch what people say. I don't give a fuck how long you know somebody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, it depends. If it's to a situation where 24/7 I have to hear about this shit, I'm like, hey, I don't know, but like, what else in your life do you got going on? I mean, I feel like that about people's kids, and I love my kid, and I love everybody else's kids, but I'm like, so what are you doing for you? You know what I mean? Or what do you, because I want to hear about you too, not just the collective. Like, you. Tell me about you. What are you doing? And I think that sometimes people forget that
it's hard sometimes, though.
It's
when you have a new dynamic.
But it is, but you also, I don't know. I guess that's for me. Because I can honestly say right now in my life, I'm the happiest that I've ever been. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about even when I was young and I was partying, shit was still crazy and hectic. Mm-hmm. But this is the happiest that I've been as far as being peaceful and happy. And like, I get up on Monday and I don't mind going to work. Mm-hmm. Or I get my son ready and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to play with you when I get off. And then I, got a little thing and I'm like... I'm cool with this too. This is going quite well. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying this. This is wonderful. So just those things, I'm like, life is pretty, it's smooth right now. Even when it gets bumpy, I respect the process. When bad shit happen to me, like I'd be like, oh, that's my karma. I'm gonna take my L. And I handle it gracefully. And I feel like that's like that. Seriously, that changes. When bad shit happen to me, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, it could be from something that I did.
Yeah, probably so.
And I'm gonna handle this shit because I know last Thursday, you know, I may have done some shit that wasn't right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take my L, take my lumps.
That's
and
pretty quick for karma to come back. A week later?
Listen, it's coming fast now. Listen, she like, I am not waiting. I got a lot of places to go.
You know what this motherfucker think? I don't see what she got going on.
Corbin be like, look at this motherfucker here.
Didn't I just leave this motherfucker's house? All right. I got something to show your ass.
You think you about to be You think you better be out here in these streets, huh? It'd be like, shit, I know karma coming back probably in a couple of months. Come out. You do today. You do today.
You know what? I got time today. I'm gonna stop by this
You
motherfucker.
touch your car, that shit stop in the street. Boop. I said today, nigga.
Hey, but I go through that. Like I go through so much stuff, but I just think that, man, all right, I felt like the past couple of months, like I got a birthday coming up, and we planning this trip, and I really think the devil don't want me to go. The nigga don't want me to go. Like, all types of shit has been popping up, not just with me, with family members. Like you said, when people got, like, people see the social media me and like, this nigga's a certain way. Like, I'm one of these people that likes to help, especially my family and friends. Like, if you need me, I try to be there. But sometimes I can overextend myself, and then it's like, okay, now I'm in a fucking bind, nigga. You know what I mean? So that's been me lately. But I told her, I don't give a damn what happens. This fucking house could burn to the fucking ground. We going out of town. But sometimes you have to fucking say that. Like, if you want to do something for you, you have to do it, because life, sometimes you don't want to take a day off from whooping your ass.
The roof gonna be gone. I'm gonna be like, we record. Ryan go, but if you hear some type of sizzle, it's because the water done fell on the equipment. But don't even worry about it. We still gonna keep it coming.
We still gonna keep it coming. Last week, like,
get electric.
we still gonna try to put on a good show.
Wait till I wait.
Last fucking week, I'm leaving work, and I didn't say nothing about this because I was so pissed. Like, damn, how many times is this gonna happen? I'm leaving work. It's like, now I got off early that day. I had been working like some 16, 12, all types of shit. That day, I leave in my normal time. Knocked out 8 hours. I'm on the way back home. A little chilly outside. I turned the heat on. Like, I didn't notice at first, but I'm like, okay. I just turned on the heat, and it's like the AC is on. So as soon as I look at my dashboard, this fucking message pops up. It says, car overheating. I'm like, overheating? What the fuck? So I coast my ass off of the highway. By the time I get to the gas station, my fucking car is, smoke coming out from under the hood. I raise the hood up, and I guess my, I don't really know about cars, but y'all might understand. My heater hose had popped off. It got old, worn, and I guess it just popped. So now I'm sitting there waiting on roadside assistance. I was so used to bullshit going on. Like, I called Tasha, I called roadside assistance, and I went to sleep. I knew I had about 80 minutes because I did this shit about a month ago.
Gonna catch a little nap.
It's like, dude, you just got to deal with karma. Like, I don't know if it's karma that's coming back to you or just the way life goes, but you just got to take your lickings and just keep moving.
Listen, you know what happens? I'm telling you. I don't care what nobody say. People be like, you can't play like that. I do and it works. When I got something that's happening, I'm like, I need nothing to fuck anything up. If my friend called me like, girl, look at this. Nope. I said no. I got good shit coming. I got good shit popping off. Yeah. And I don't need you fucking up nothing I got going on. When I be ready to post something like, you niggas, then I be like, nope. I got good shit coming up. I can't fuck this up. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm at work. People be like, did you see? I didn't see shit. I told you I'm doing my work. After the fact, I'd be like, okay, what I miss? But in that time, I got listen. I'm on my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
I cannot deal. My judgmental ass is sitting down. I'm not focusing on shit that y'all got going on.
Yeah.
And then I'm
So
telling
you're not bringing no bad karma in your world.
this shit works smooth. They be like, your flight is on time. As a matter of fact, you're going to be early. Am I?
No shit.
Am I going to be early? we what? We 25 minutes early? Okay. All right. I didn't know. It happens. Your car would have been like, and you would have been passing the person on the side of the highway like, that's fucked up. It said, Rob was like,
see, I don't know if I did anything wrong or it was just time for the heater hose to pop.
You got to listen. Your post got to be like, good morning, bookers.
You know what?
Good morning, bookers.
I'm starting to understand you now.
Hope everyone has a great day. It's going to be a great fucking day. Hey, you. To anyone feel like they having a bad fucking day, just know it's going to be a great fucking day.
I'm that person that wake up, you know what?
Yeah.
I think of the worst shit I can say to a motherfucker. I like getting on people's nerves. I like it. I enjoy it because I feel like it's just social media. When I meet you in person, when I run into you, we going to laugh, we going to talk, we going to do what the fuck we do. But when I get on social media and you see my post, sometimes I like to piss people off.
Listen.
I say the things that piss people off. And it's fun.
I be like, Ron Carr ain't gonna work today. I be in this bitch in work. The back. Everything gonna be good for everybody. I'm shooting good vibes at everybody. And I hope everybody get hit. Bop, bop,
shoot you in the face with some good vibes. God damn it.
Say you. But he's talking about, I felt that. I felt that shit. That shit felt pretty good.
Well, maybe I need to change the way I post because, boy, I've been getting my ass whooped lately.
Like a free trial. Try that shit for 7 days and see how you feel. Somebody told me to do that shit. They was like, Bionica, it's all about the vibes. I'm like, and I'm a viber. I'm like, you know, but shit just going wrong. They're like, no. It's all about the vibes.
Yeah.
You have a bad day, you turn that shit upside down. I'm like, you right. And then I started thinking, I was like, because I'm technical. And I like to think about odd shit. My grandma used to always say that. You think about odd stuff. So I pictured, real talk I did. I pictured when I wake up in the morning, my attitude, right?
Yeah.
I pictured my attitude being a GPS. My attitude.
Damn.
My attitude is the car. Life is a GPS. My attitude is going to, but I don't know where I'm going. My attitude is my destination. So if I'm in a bad fucking mood, of course I'm going in a dead end. And there's a lot of those and I can't get out of here. But if my attitude is like, hey, you know what? Even if this shit pop off, it's cool. Because as my grandmother used to say, this too shall pass. I'm going to get over this. So when I start thinking like that, it was like, oh, you hit a bump. But you're okay. We're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, you need brakes, but we're going to keep going.
I feel that analogy. I do.
7 days. Ron is going to try this for 7 days. We have to figure out which 7 days this is going to happen. Like, seriously, nope. This is what we're going to do. This is fun about the podcast. So for 7 days, Ron is going on a 7 days of positivity. And in this 7 days, if I'll have Cortez do it too, because he's a watcher. So in 7 days, if you post something negative, that 7 days starts all over. So I mean, you can technically be in this shit for years.
I was about to say, a lot of the things that people think is negative is just funny to me.
No, you have 7.
It's hilarious.
You have 7 days in order to get somewhere you've never had. You have to do something you've never done, and you have 7 days of positivity. And I'm popping up on the bitch like boop boop.
Well, I think I'm gonna see you all week.
I'm like, good morning.
Like I saw your good morning this morning. Like, this motherfucker.
Listen, I'm gonna be on that bitch doing cartwheels on your shit. I'll post a video. I'll be like, I normally don't do this. Good morning, Ron. Good morning.
I'm gonna have to see if I can take it.
I'll be like, have some water. Did you have your water today? Are you positive today?
I'm trying to be.
I got a quote for you for today.
Well, today might not work so well. I'm grumpy.
We're not starting today.
Okay.
You safe. We're not starting today. We are not starting today. What we will do, you fine. We got time. What we will do is I'm pulling up the calendar.
She's over here drawing stuff on her phone.
We can start because I don't want it to be too soon for you. Oh, what a perfect time.
Pencil me in after my birthday.
Nope. Cause
I'm not being positive on my birthday week.
No. Yeah, it's before. Because the good vibes have to happen.
Not even my birthday month.
Yep. The good vibes have to listen. It was a sign from the most high.
Nope.
You can't take back a sign from the most high. That's exactly see.
Nope.
Didn't you say you scared of planes? Now what we gonna do is the Lord set up for for the 1st of April, which for everyone who needs to know, Ron's birthday is in April. And he just said he gets paid on the 1st. So this was a sign to say, and the 1st is on a Monday. So what better to start the day? So April the 1st.
Monday?
Okay, I'll even.
I don't get paid on the 1st.
Listen,
I thought it was the 1st.
I'll even be nice, okay? I'll be nice and say, instead of 7, I'll give you 5. That's good. That's
5 hours?
I feel like a deal. That's a damn good deal. and I'm throwing in a free oil change. Like, okay, so here's what we're going to do. From April the 1st to the 5th, I'm going to schedule it. You
Ain't that a bitch? You going to schedule on your phone?
Hell yeah. You have 5 days.
5 days of positivity.
5 days of positivity. Starting from the time starting at 12 midnight on the 1st, you have 5 days of positivity.
I think I'm going to accept this challenge.
If negativity comes, I'm posting it. So people going to know about it. So if you post anything negative, the 5 days starts over.
I think I could do that. Hopefully some good karma comes to me.
It's going to be great.
Y'all stay tuned for this. It's going to be hard.
April the 1st, 5 days of positivity for Ron. No negative posts. I'll go through him what negative posts are so he won't say that shit wasn't negative. I'll go what they are. So he has the lines drawn. I'm going to put on Facebook the agreement so that everyone can let me know if something pops up because a nigga could block me.
So follow the page right now because I'm at the goddamn food to the
So
first.
So Ron, listen. So all bets are off from now until the 30th. If he wants to do, if he better come hard because for 5 days he cannot. So if you getting hit by some of his posts or comments, I mean, well, just wait for the 5 days. Just wait for the 5 days to go in on a nigga because he can't say nothing for 5 days.
All right.
Do your thing.
I like this challenge.
Yes.
And right now, I just failed the hold the pitch challenge, so we got to go.
Are we leaving?
Yeah, we go.
Listen, hey, everyone. We miss Cortez.
Fuck Cortez.
But he'll be back. Ron's a little salty. I
had some guy questions to ask, but this nigga ain't here.
But we'll be back, so peace.
Bye.